This is so cool. I am so excited to meet you.
I'm really excited to meet you also.
Okay, so Tanisha, you are Rihanna's dance choreographer.
Yes,
What's
I am.
involved in that?
Well, everything from working with her, putting her moves together, making sure her staging is right so that when she's dancing, she's able to sing because she sings live. So the certain movements have to be specific because it has to make sure, I have to make sure that it doesn't interfere with her breathing and how her vocals come out. So that's the first thing. Then, of course, the dancers that are involved, the amount of dancers, how they surround her, making sure that what they do, she's doing also. So it's just, I try to make sure that the whole element is a big nucleus around her, and it really exemplifies who she is as a person as well as who she is as an artist. Because I know one thing about her, she's truly real when she comes to her fans and to her music, so I have to make sure that all of that is displayed within the visual aspect of her performance too.
Well, I was at the first show here in Toronto, and oh my God, you're doing a kick-ass job, girl.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It's a lot of hard work. It was 2 months of preparing for this tour.
Now, let me ask you, there's one sort of move or whatever where it's like an army thing.
Oh,
Is that an homage to Michael Jackson?
Oh, you know what? Yeah, you have a good eye. It is. And the thing with dance is that it always seems to transcend through times and generations. And there's certain moves that no matter what will always be fresh in your mind. And there's moves that exemplify a certain meaning and a feel. And we felt that was right. And she loves and adores Michael as I do as an artist and choreographer too. So you'll see a lot of Michael influence. You'll see a lot of awesome dance influence.
Now, who else have you worked with?
I've worked with Beyonce, I've worked with Mary J. Blige, I've worked with Whitney Houston. I do Sean Paul, as well as Beanie Man, Aaliyah, gosh, the Pussycat Dolls, Jeremiah, Ludacris.
Wow.
You name it, I've definitely worked and touched amongst everybody that I've ever wanted to in my life.
First off, I would never kick Sean Paul out of my bed. Wow. Oh my goodness. Now, when you work with that many artists, is there similarities when you're working with them and you're teaching somebody dance? Do you sort of see, I'm seeing a bit of, like, are they sort of familiar, do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yes, I do. Actually, the one thing that I definitely realize is very familiar with all artists is that they always want to feel comfortable. They never want to seem out of their league, and they all have different levels of dance, different levels of performance, and I need to make sure, and I always make sure that whatever I give them is a true representation of who they are. I never try to make them something that they're not. So I give them who they are as a person with a little bit of me within that so that they can grow and feel comfortable and take whatever I give them to another level.
Now, do you have a style? Like, here's the thing, when you watch movies, you know a movie is M. Night Ramalama Ding Dong just because that's his style, right?
Yes, right,
so if I watch, the Rihanna show, then I watch the Sean Paul, am I going to see, some Tanisha flair in there?
Absolutely, hands down. If you know my work, and if you know the way I move, you'll see it definitely in my shows. I'm very hippie. I have a lot of dancehall influence because my parents are Jamaican. So you see a lot of island flavor, you see a lot of African within it. As well, you see a little bit of popping and whatnot. I like to play with different genres, but the main source and root of it is the dancehall African feel within the movements.
Now, and I noticed there's one where she's doing that bootay thing.
Yes, absolutely. She loves that. Yeah, she does that better than me.
After 4 martinis, I'm doing the bootay.
Exactly, and everybody, the whole crowd is. That's great. Yes, that's her signature right now.
That bootay thing?
Yes.
Love it. So take me backstage mentally.
Okay.
You're about to go on stage.
Yes.
You're all there.
Right.
You hear the roar of the crowd.
Yes.
The music is, the music is getting the crowd going.
Yes.
What do you guys do just before you go on? Because a lot of artists do the praying thing, or have a quick shot of rye, whatever it may be. What does Rihanna do and her group and you just before?
Right. Just before we pray, she says a quick note of enthusiasm to the group, lets everyone know, let's go out there and have a great show. She thanks God, she thanks everyone for being there, and she's like, let's just do our best and make this show like it's our last, and let's be happy that we're here. She's so grateful every country and every city she gets to, so she always thinks of it, if this is my last, what would I do? So we always go into a big prayer, and that's the band, that's the dancers, that's the crew. It's a big circle, and then she always picks out somebody different to pray each night.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yes.
Now, do you and your artists, maybe Rihanna or Sean Paul or somebody, have a thing? Like maybe they look over at you and there's a little wink or something that's very much you, and it's sort of, you know, like when Roz winks at me, I get a chill. Like, do you have something?
I definitely do, and it's funny, they always tell me this. I know for a fact whenever we're doing an award show or be in a big show like this, she tells me, as well as the other artists, that I like you to be the last person I speak to and I see before I get on that stage, before I do anything, because I guess I have this, be it a motherly or a sisterly vibe, where I'm like, no matter what happens, it's great.
That is so cool.
No matter what happens, they're going to touch somebody out there in the audience. So not to worry about anything but what they do, and that's perform, that's singing. If a move is lost here or there, it doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, if an outfit falls apart, if a rig doesn't go through, a lift doesn't go down, they're still going to have to sing, they're still going to have to rap. And that's all what the people want, is to see them and touch them.
And they're real, these people you work with and yourself and everybody, it's a job, and they're real people.
Absolutely.
So right after the show, I'm sure it's all laughs and stuff.
It's laughs, it's jumps, it's hurrahs, it's like, yes, we did it, I feel good, because they all get nervous.
Yes.
Everyone gets nervous, because it is so real, and it's nervous speaking in front of 5 people, to 1,000, to 1,000,000, to having people watch you and know that they're listening to what you're saying, and you want to give them back all the love that you feel from them.
Yeah.
So it's intimidating because you want to show that, and it could go anywhere.
You're their therapist.
Yeah.
You're their therapist. I guarantee there are times, like after maybe, the first night or whatever, Rihanna's ordering room service, you're just down the hall, she's BBMing you or touching you, going, girlfriend, like, I just, I was feeling it. Like, you guys have a special bond.
Yes. I'm really lucky and fortunate that the artists that I work with, I choose and end up becoming good friends with them. I love Rihanna like a sister, so it's good to have that relationship where I can be honest with her and she can be honest with me, because that's what I owe her. So what she does on stage, I'm not going to sell her any type of flowers or dreams. And I'm going to let her know, because she's fantastic and she's great, and I'm there for her no matter what, to make sure that she gives the best from what she needs from me all the time.
So now, before we have some fun,
yes,
this is an exclusive for the Roz and Mocha show.
Yes, it is.
And you're often in Toronto, so you've heard of Roz and Mocha,
yes,
I'm sure.
Absolutely.
Okay, so with this being exclusive, is there anything you want to tell the Kiss 92.5 Toronto fans of Rihanna that are going to tonight's show?
Never be mistaken what might happen on that stage. You might see people, you might not see some people. Always expect the unexpected when it comes to Rihanna's show, because even though it's set in some ways, she has this thing about her where she likes to give a lot of surprises, so you never know.
And Drake was here the first night.
Yes, he was. He was. He had a great time and he loved it. Another great thing with Rihanna is that she's really involved with her fans. Like, she made sure that the way the stage is set is that there's people in the corners in the pit that are actually a part of the show. And don't think that the people all the way up in the 1995...
That's where I sat.
Yes, are not going to get a good show, because I think there's sometimes that she might even call out to them. We never know what might happen.
Hey, I was way up there and it was still amazing.
Awesome.
So you would have worked with, the same staging at that award show when Britney was on there.
Yes.
So would you have sort of made Britney work in that?
Well, Britney had her people that came, her choreographer that came and worked it out, but it was really it's the fire.
No offense, but is that why Rihanna looked amazing and Britney looked slightly off?
We all saw it, so, it was fantastic.
I could picture you backstage going, 5 minutes with me, that wouldn't have happened. Right?
It was a great show, right?
Yeah. Oh my God. Okay, so let's have some fun. Okay. I want you to show me.
Okay.
Maybe one or two, depending on how good I am.
Okay.
Rihanna dance moves. Okay, something that the dancers are doing.
Okay, no problem.
So tell me what I need to do.
The first thing you need to do is open your legs out wide. Put your arm up.
Yeah.
And go into a squat position and pretend like you're going to do a butterfly, but you're not going to go out and in. Out and in. Then use your arm and counteract that, yes. Then hit your hips to the left.
Nice. How am I doing?
You're doing good.
Okay, show me the booty dance.
Okay.
Show me the booty dance.
Which one exactly, though?
There's that one where she's wearing a, sort of that neat headdress thing, and she's doing this kind of thing.
Oh, this right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Is that
a sway back. It's like pretend like you're vacuuming, and you're going really low. Yes, and then you're swaying to a beat like, oh, I like that song.
Vacuums like this?
Yes, Rihanna.
Oh my God, thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
This has been probably one of my most favorite interviews.
Oh, I'm so happy.
Will you keep in touch with our show?
I promise I will, definitely.
Here's my, I want you to come in and teach Roz and Mocha some dance moves.
I totally will.
Nice, thank you so much.
You're welcome, darling.